accessible to you all in the Detroit and the Highland Park area. Today we have the founders of Number One National. We have Brother David Muhammad. We also have Brother Robert Muhammad. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening. Good evening.
So let's just go straight to it and tell me, what is Number One National? Who would like to take that?
Greetings. My name is Robert Muhammad. I'm one of the co-founders of Number One National. Number One National is an idea that I came up with when I was participating in the Maz Muhammad, Maz Number One. And it was an idea because many of our membership have great talent in the Maz. However, that talent has not been exploited to the public. And I thought about, well, they need to be known because we have some geniuses in there. We have some very talented brothers and sisters in there. So I got with Brother David Muhammad, and actually inquired whether or not could he assist me in bringing an idea into reality. And this is what we came up with. We came up with Number One National.
Excellent. And what services does Number One National provide?
Well, we provide, first and foremost, advertising and marketing. We started off with that because as an FOI being trained under the leadership of Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, we've always went out into the street promoting the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And since we have been trained to do such, we said, well, we can also help the believing community, and as well as black people in the community, small business in particular, in promoting their businesses. So in advertising and marketing, that's what we started off with, and although we don't venture to other things thus far.
And you mentioned FOI. For those that don't know, what is FOI?
Well, the FOI is the men who belong to Islam in North America, Fruit of Islam.
Okay. Okay, now, Number One National, is that strictly for FOI, Nation of Islam believers?
Well, absolutely not. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad has taught us that we must pool our resources in the black community. Mm-hmm. So it's just not isolated or inclusive just to the Muslims, but it's also inclusive to the black community.
Okay, and Brother David, let's not forget about our wonderful Brother David here. Tell us, what do you do for Number One National?
I am the technology side of Number One National.
Okay.
Of course, like Brother Robert said, we do everything from advertising and marketing, and we can go into it even deeper where we create commercials, website development, web programming, graphic designs, branding. We'll even help you create an LLC for your business if you're out there and you're looking to get started. So basically, I'm the technology side of Number One National.
Like the brainiac, the brain. No disrespect, Brother Robert.
The geek, preferably.
You're the brain.
Yes, ma'am.
Back. Okay.
You can say that.
Now, you mentioned several services. You mentioned websites and commercials and designs. Now, why do black businesses need these services?
Number one, we're not advertising and marketing enough to anybody. Okay. And a lot of our people is looking for goods and services, but at the same time, we don't know where everything is at. Right. I myself personally would love to go shopping at a black supermarket or get my oil changed at a black auto service.
Right.
I would love to create somewhat of an economy for our black community.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we need to advertise and market ourselves out so that not only black people know who and where we're at, but it's also to get everybody, especially if you have good, excellent goods and services.
Excellent, excellent. So, if you were a black business, and you were very excellent in your trade, what should they do? How would they get in touch with us?
They would get in touch with us by calling 313-848-6804.
Okay.
Or they can reach us on our website at www.number1 or NO1, that's the number one, national.com.
I'm going to ask you to repeat that again. And throughout this interview, can you give those numbers again, please?
Number1national.com. It would be www.no, the number or numeral one, national.com.
Excellent. Okay, thank you, Brother David.
Yes, ma'am.
So, just in general, I know I attended the first Savior's Day here in Detroit.
Wow.
I've never been to one, you know,
Wow.
and I attended it, and I was thoroughly impressed. It just thrilled me to see so many, especially the vendors. There were so many vendors that were set up, and it just thrilled me to see so many black businesses, so many black people just trying to circulate and trying to, do their thing, you know. And one of the things that Louis Farrakhan did speak about, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, one of the things he spoke about was black people coming together despite religious orientation, despite religious affiliation. And I'm curious what you gentlemen think of that. Brother Robert and then Brother David, what do you think of that?
Of course, the thing about the world is considered an economy. The world that we live in, however, or unfortunately, is a capitalistic society. When we started Number One, I shared with Brother David, it's not about particularly money, although it takes money to pay bills, it takes money to take care of some of the utilities and some of the responsibilities that we have in our household. But I wanted to try to, of course, reach out first to the Muslims in the Nation of Islam in particular, and then reach out to those who support it or who continue to support the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Because if they, like you said, Savior's Day, when he spoke of Savior's Day, if you support the minister, then you support the cause in which we are trying to advocate. And that is to serve our people with clean food, clean services, and everything that will assist them in being an upright people and do not want to kill them. So we're reaching first out to them, and we have some great supporters, and some great businesses who signed up with us. And now we're venturing off into, in particular, the black community. And we know we have some bad service in our community, not particularly with black people, but those who outside of our community that come into our community and try to serve black people. So we're struggling, but not because necessarily that the outsiders are coming in, but we're struggling because we're not supporting each other.
Right.
And that's what my ideal is, and that's what David's ideal is try to help us empower ourselves. And that's not against anybody else, it's just empowering ourselves.
Yes. So one of the things Louis Farrakhan, but the Honorable Louis Farrakhan did speak of is empowerment, empowering ourselves with our own dollar. Brother David, what do you think about that?
I believe that unification is the key within our community. We allow so many things to come in, and that's due to the fact that we're disunified, ununified. So one of the things that we can unify on is that the case that we need to make money. And by having a business, it's necessary that we connect up with the people within our community and other businesses at which we can at least try to create a black economy that will allow us to be better than what we once were.
Right. I mean, that's beautiful. Again, we're Number One National. And can you give the numbers again, the contact numbers?
Again, the number is 313-848-6804. And you can reach us on the web, www. That's no1national.com. So it's www.no1national.com.
Excellent. Now, Brother Robert, you said earlier, one of your last statements was, black people, we don't support each other. Did I hear you say that?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, why do you think that is? That's so sad. Why do you think that is?
Well, I want to first, I am a follower of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan under the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And we were given, upon our induction into knowing about the Nation of Islam, we were given a book, or encouraged to get a book called Message of the Black Man. I would like to read a passage in there.
We're about education here.
Yes, we are. Because this is all our motivation is. And on page 174 of Message of the Black Man by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, it reads, "We must first recognize the necessity for unity and group operation. Number 2 says pool our resources physically as well as financially. Number 3 says stop wanton criticism of everything that is black owned and black operated. Number 4 said keep in mind jealousy destroys from within.
Yes.
And number 5 says observe the operations of the white man. He is successful. He makes no excuses for his failures. He works hard in a collective manner. You do the same. So the unification of black businesses is very important to Detroit, especially how the economy of Detroit is running now. I always think of this. How is it that we continue, or people continue to say Detroit have nothing? They have no money. They're broke. Well, I'm a part of Detroit.
Right.
I am Detroit.
Right.
And the citizens here are Detroit. But yet you have people coming in building businesses.
Yes.
Particularly in the inner city, downtown area. They just built the Myers right here on 8 Mile and Woodward, which caters to black people. So if we didn't have money, then why are you still building businesses here that's taking our money?
Right.
So when I say we have to support each other in black owned and operated businesses, I mean we can be successful if we don't think ourselves on a lower level as if we don't have anything.
Right.
When we have a lot. But like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, we must pool our resources and work in a collective manner and stop criticizing everything that's black.
Yes. Yes. You know, that is an excellent point that you made there. I know that I speak with several of my own, and there is a disdain. There is a disdain for some black businesses, and they've even gone as far as to say, I don't take my business to that N-word. I just don't do it anymore. And why? Because of the color. It has nothing to do with the services provided. It's just the color of the skin. So, you know, Brother David, how can Number One National surpass those that just won't do business because of the color of our skin?
Again, this is about unification.
Yes.
And if our goal is to definitely go out and to advertise and market our black-owned, black-operated businesses. By doing such, we're going out putting black-owned businesses in our magazines and on our website, putting on commercials. We're showing to the world that we matter and we have a lot to offer.
Yes, excellent. Thank you, Brother David. You know, now can one of you brothers tell me about the Number One National Black Business Directory?
Oh, of course. That's what we actually started off with. We started off with the directory.
Do we have the directory here?
Oh yes, Brother David. So I'm gonna show the directory. There you go. We started off with the directory. I know there's many black directories out there, but what I notice about many of black directories is that they're sponsored by big businesses, white-owned corporations, and I used to ask myself, then how are they supporting black businesses when white businesses are giving them their money? So I'm always, just like I mentioned earlier about the Myers and white businesses coming in. I mean, there's no beat down on white business. They want money. They want our money too. But but the thing is that when you have it's this term that I heard the Honorable Minister Farrakhan mention. He said, "Those who pay the piper choose the tune." And if you have people outside your community supporting you significantly, most likely they have say-so in things that you do.
That's right. They control you.
Right. So when we did Number One National Black Business Directory, we solely, and I told David, solely black-owned and operating businesses. When I say black-owned and operated businesses, I don't mean 51% owned by a black person.
Right.
Because, white people, they slick. They understand things about business. And one of the things they understand is that, so-called minority perks and small business perks. So they allow you to have 51% just to get those, those tax credits and so forth like that.
Mm-hmm.
And see, that's being slick. And we don't play that slickness stuff. That's crazy. But what's most important is that we get all those little pops and moms, those barbershop beauty salons, those small restaurants, those little things that you may have, that you may do in your house, but not necessarily have a license for it. We can assist you in getting a license for a tax ID for it and put you on the forefront in a legitimate manner to make real money. This is what Number One National aspire to do, is to legitimize each business, each person is what you're doing. You don't have to go and do things under the table. Be real. Come on out. And I'll tell you, once you come on out, more people going to learn about you, not only on the local level, but on a more tri-state level or state-by-state level. You have to get out and let people know that you exist if you want to be a real business person.
Yes. Go ahead, Brother Rob.
Oh,
You mentioned an LLC. What is an LLC?
LLC is a license
Okay.
to do business within the state of Michigan, or
limited
throughout the state, throughout the United States itself. We have the ability to assist and help you to get your LLC along with your tax ID number. This along will help you out with your business and throughout your business needs.
Okay, so Number One National won't only promote your business in the magazine, they'll actually help you build your business. They'll actually help you with an LLC if you don't have one. And am I correct?
Yes, we'll help you with that, and that is upon the consultation that we will give to you. We'll see what your needs are. What would you like to have? What would you like to see? Or where would you like to see your business within a year from now? And we will set up an agenda and goals at which we will be able to reach and to take your business off to another level.
Yes, excellent. Now, is being a part of Number One National, is it affordable?
Number One National is very affordable. We realize how difficult it is through the day's time with the falling dollar and a lot of times how difficult it is with just being able to get people to patronize your business. So we're very affordable, and we are here to basically satisfy your needs.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I tell you, it excites me, just the idea that young black people want to come together and do something positive for their own. Now, I do want to make something clear. I know Brother Robert, Brother David, we consistently stress black-owned business. Now, what if another group want to take an ad out? Not necessarily white, or just what if another group wants to take an ad out because they want our money?
See, that's the one thing, that's the beautiful thing about the teaching of Honorable Elijah Muhammad. We only have basically one eyeball.
Can we say that again?
We only basically have one eyeball. Of course, we have our Latino family. We have our Arab family. The thing about any ads or any business, like I said, we're not trying to feed poison to our people. When I say poison, I mean things that can literally be detrimental to our people's health.
Yes.
Not only food, but also tobacco products, liquor, and so forth like that. We want to be a reliable source that people can come to and say, hey, go to Number One National. They have anything you need. They have businesses in there that won't feed you poison, that won't sell poison to you, won't sell bad food to you. And we've been having that problem in the inner city is because one of the things that we have expired stuff on the shelf. They'll change the date and put another date on there.
Yeah, they do.
And then you bring it back to their supermarket, their store, their corner store, their gas station. They get all mad about it. Like, why you bring this? You opened it already. I mean, it's stale. It's old.
Right.
We don't want business like that. And we have that choice. Just like anybody have choice to do business with another business, we have choice to accept a person's business and also advertise someone's business. That's our choice. So we want to exercise that choice, and we want to make sure we serve the community in a righteous manner.
While I was preparing myself for the show, of course, I did some research, and I was on the NAACP website. And there was an article on there that said that, and I'll bring it next week. It said that the Jewish dollar stays in their community, about 11 times. It circulates within their own community about 11 times before it leaves out. The Asian dollar will circulate in its own community, 8, 9 times before leaving out. But the black dollar, it doesn't circulate in our community at all. We get it and we give it away. We get it and we give it away. Now, how does Number One National, what do you think about that, Brother David, as a representative of Number One National?
As a representative of Number One National, we're not necessarily a broke people, a poor people. We have the money.
Yes.
As I heard Minister Farrakhan said, he said we created $1.2 trillion, I believe it was last year.
Yes, sir.
And if we did that, we would be the 9th richest nation. If we were united, we would be the 9th richest nation in the world. So what that means is that our biggest issue, our biggest problem is us not being united. A dollar is only a dollar in our community because we won't patronize our businesses.
That's right.
A lot of times we just don't know who our business owners is in our community, and we don't know who has the talents within our community.
Right.
So therefore, we'll go up outside of our community all the time, looking for needs and wants when we have it all within ourselves.
That's right. That's right. That's why I know, me personally, I am looking for a hairstylist. Okay? Now, gentlemen, I have a profession. I myself went out of my community, all right, to get my hair done. Yeah, I want to look nice for TV, nice for TV. And I'm new to Detroit, so I didn't know. I saw plenty of hair braiding shops, but I'm like, who does natural hair? I don't have a perm. I don't have a weave. I just want to get my hair done, And I had to go out of my community to do it. Now, I'm not saying there are no hairstylists within Detroit, within our own community, but I didn't know where they were, and me being new to Detroit. And I know one thing, I would love to lay my hands on this Black Business Directory and find it and look through it and see, hairstylist. This is the number. Let me call and make an appointment. So please, if you have a Black business, you want to get yourself in this Black Business Directory. You want to get yourself on the website. You want to get yourself on this talk show so we can help promote your business. And again, could we have those call numbers again?
Again, you can reach us at 313-848-6804, or you can reach us on the website, www.no1national.com, www.no1national.com.
And gentlemen, since this is a new business, where do you see yourselves next year? Where would you like to be? First you, Robert, and then David. Will you follow up the answer?
Oh, shoot. I mean, we already have been given calls from different states now. We have believers in other states and other cities that want to link up with Number One National. And also we have been in negotiation with one of the believing communities that have an actual internet news station that promotes the Final Call newspaper.
Yes.
So
growth.
we definitely going to spread. That's our intention, is to spread, to continue to make the commercials that we have, continue to support Black-owned businesses throughout Detroit, the Metro Detroit area, as well as other cities and other states.
Excellent. Brother Robert, where do you see Number One National in a year from now? Brother David.
like what Brother Robert was saying was that, multinational. We want to hit every city, every borough, every community where we reside in, so that we can give good services to our people, so that people can just be able to find them when they're in need.
Yes.
So basically, by this time next year, hopefully we'll be multinational.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you, it's great to be sitting between two brothers that have such high goals, and I'm happy to be a part of it. I know that before we started, we were talking a little bit about Black Bottom Detroit. Now, part of my ignorance, I'm new to Detroit. Okay, I'm originally from Philadelphia. So when we were talking about Black Bottom, it was like, well, what's Black Bottom? It sounds something negative to me. And we're going to have to talk about Black Bottom Detroit at our next show. And I'll get my own education. Well, we'll be here on Channel 33 WHPR every Monday at 7 o'clock. I want to thank Brother Robert.
Thank you.
Brother David, any last
Thank
words,
you.
gentlemen, about Number One National?
Just call us. Your business is our business.
Brother David?
Like Brother Robert said, your success is our success. So just give us a call, and we'll see what we can do to help you out.
This is Tanya Jabu for Number One National Talk Show, where I like the slogan, "Our mind is your business." Thank you so much. See you next Monday. All right, that's good.
You're watching UHF TV 33, Detroit Highland Park.